I have a message for everyone who watched the videos of Brittany Maynard, the cancer patient who chose to end her life. I have battled that horrible disease, not once, but twice. She talks about not recognizing herself in one of her videos because she'd gained a little weight, from steroids and whatever else. And I thought she was a pretty girl. Do you think that I, or anyone else who's battled this disease, recognize ourselves? Of course not. We're not the same person, physically, mentally, emotionally, that we were before we heard the words, "I'm sorry, you have a tumor." Those are words I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. Fact of the matter is, doctors don't always know. Yeah, they say you're gonna die. They don't always know that. In my case, fortunately, both of my cancers were treatable. The first one, the treatment, was not very much fun. Not that it ever is. 6 months of chemotherapy, 6 months of vomiting, losing most of my hair, many scars on my body from surgery. But I'm here. The second one, 3 operations later, major nerve damage. But I'm here. And I still have the specter hanging over me that if the second one comes back, I will lose my dominant arm. But I'm not giving up. And I don't think that anybody should. I had to make this video because I just wanted it understood by people who haven't been touched by this disease that, sure, it may change you, but it can change you in wonderful ways. Before this disease, the thought of a needle, an IV, a blood draw, scared the hell out of me. Not anymore. Just the other day, 5 sticks with an IV. See that? And I didn't cry. That's what cancer gave me. She kept talking about what cancer took away and what it would continue to take away. Sure, it took some things away from me. With everything that I went through, even before it became official, I knew I would never have a child. That sucks. For someone from the time she was 13 years old, knew she wanted to be a mommy. It's never gonna happen. Because I became sick. Cancer caused autoimmune disease that I'll have to take a handful of pills every day for the rest of my life for. And you know what? I'm alive to swallow them every day. Cancer caused, as I said earlier, nerve damage in my dominant arm. It caused painful lymphedema in the same arm. I don't give up. Let me show you something. See this? I have to wear this ugly fashion statement. This is not a fashion statement I ever wanted to make. But you know what? It deals with the pain. You know, I think that someone should have helped her focus on the things that cancer had the potential to give her, instead of what it was taking away from her. And she might still be here. That's why I wanted all of you to know what cancer can give you. I'm glad that I had cancer, that I went through 6 months of puking and losing most of my hair and going down to a skinny 98 pounds and back up to an, oh my God, 150 pounds. Because you know what? I learned so much about me as a person through the disease, through the process of treating the disease, and I matured as a person, as a woman, through the disease. It helped me get through so much in my life, and I've met so many wonderful people because I had cancer. And regardless of that, regardless of the disease and what it's taken away, it's given me way more than it ever took away. And I thank God for that. And I thank cancer for what it gave me. My liver disease, they believe, may have been caused by chemo. Something called primary sclerosing cholangitis. Look it up if you can spell it. Was caught early because I had cancer. Could have been a whole lot worse. In a way, in changing my life, cancer may have also saved it. In that regard. I may not have children of my own, but I do have children. Many, many, many missing children. But I just wanted people to understand a different side of the disease. And do I understand that they said she was terminal and she had less than 6 months? Yeah, I get that. And do you know how many people they told back in the day who had the same cancer that I had? My first cancer was Hodgkin's lymphoma, or Hodgkin's disease. That they had days to live and are still alive 15 years later because doctors, imagine this, were wrong. You're looking at someone who had stage 4 cancer. Then, that was in 1999. Then, in 2010, I developed another cancer. One called dermatofibrosarcoma protuberans. Let me show you something. Excuse me. See that? I don't know if you can, but that's the scar. That's the lymphedema. That type of cancer is extremely rare. Again, look it up. Look up the DFSP resource page. That's my website. I found that scarier, actually, than the Hodgkin's, because The only treatment is mutilating surgery. And I saw the pictures in my support group of the mutilations that had to be done in order to save people's lives. But you know what? These are some of the most positive people that you will ever encounter in your entire life. In spite of the fact that chunks of their head have been removed, chunks of their torsos have been removed, chunks of their arms and legs, half of a foot. And they just keep going and keep smiling. The leader of our group, over the last 14 years, has had 10 surgeries, I think, probably more than that. She has nothing left on the top of her head. She's still smiling. She recently married. You think she recognizes herself? Of course not. Nobody does. See this? That's from Hodgkin's disease. See that? That's from Hodgkin's disease. See that? That's from Hodgkin's disease. And I'm not going to show you that one. But you get the idea. I just had to do this. It was important to me. Thank you for listening. And God bless you all, really. And I'm not judging Miss Maynard. She did what she felt she had to do. I just strongly disagree with it. Thank you.